Greetings all and welcome back to Globbits gaming channel. I've got a little bit of an apology to make for those guys that watched my 9.6 video when I released it a couple of hours ago. I don't know if it'd be a couple of hours in your time now, but I released it without actually properly editing the intro. For some reason my intro video has a really high volume. The guy that made it, the volume was ridiculously high. And I have to edit it and I keep forgetting. So for those of you deaf, I apologise. So for those of you deaf, I apologise. Alright, okay, so Cromwell platoon. Myself, Chris, and Graylin are platoon up together. Myself, Chef Engel, and Graylin are platoon up together, like I just said. And I'm just going to change this because people don't like it. There we go. Right, we're in 3 Cromwells and we're on Secret Valley. Now, we had an absolutely awesome evening on these things. I've got 2 videos Cromwell videos to show you. This is the first I'm going to release, and the second one is something a little bit more special. What do you do when you're on Sacred Valley and you're on an encounter game in Cromwell's? Well, we decided to go north, but it seems nobody else has decided to go that way. Artillery seems to think he's in a tank destroyer. We're in a bit of trouble here because the entire team has gone south, so we need to repel anything that comes from the north. So I take a little bit of time. It's a good idea to sit there in the early stage of the game. If you get any fast heavies or fast mediums and try to push across to the B5, lower left corner of B5, you can get some decent shots on them down that road. You can surprise them with the mobility of the Cromwell. You can get away as well. You can reverse and get away. Now, I'm not using Jimbos anymore. I've decided to use the standard reticle because I've found this little red dot. This red dot for me works 10 times better than Jimbos, and this sight's a lot cleaner. I do use XVM though. These are efficiency ratings rather than grenade. And we go around and spot the only tank on the team I really didn't want to see, the Churchill 4. Alright, I get tracked in the open, and I forget there's a bloody rock there. But we decided to get some decent shots. I'm right-click aiming. I'm doing a lot of that now. With the new accuracy nerfs, aiming on the move isn't really applicable anymore, so a lot more right-click aiming is going to take effect. You know, and when you're cruising around trying to shoot things, this flak toaster is just fucking dead. He just doesn't even know it yet. That's 2 kills already. So we basically routed out the northern flank, but the VK3001H is basically broken through to the artillery. But I don't really care about the artillery. I'm not going to lie. It can be a valuable asset to the team. More likely than not. And here we go again. Yeah, right-click aiming, just letting the turret do the work. I missed that second shot. Switch my fire to the M44 because the guys behind me are on TeamSpeak. Playing a platoon on TeamSpeak just increases your combat effectiveness by so much. Because the guys were telling me, you know, oh, we're here, we're behind them now. Reading could have been done without taking the hit there. We could have used that help later on. That's not a problem. And we're facing the mediums that haven't decided to leave the base yet. Alright, he tells me on TeamSpeak that the T-3485 has actually fired and he's firing dirt. As we can see, he's stock. I'm just going to turn the in-game volume down just very slightly. I'm just going to pause the replay there. I do apologise. The in-game volume is getting far too high. Turn it down a little bit. Yeah, those values have gone up far too high. Turn them down to 30. Apologies, guys. I shouldn't be doing this. This is very unprofessional on video. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm dealing with this. Change all these to 30. There we go. For those of you that know my settings, I'll show you my graphic settings while I'm here. I may as well. They're my current recording graphic settings. They're not that high. I do turn them up for gameplay effects. For those of you struggling for your settings and things. But anyway. Alright, we'll apply those. Okay. And off we go again. Okay, so, where were we? Yes, we were about to blow up this T-3485. Now, I decided to stick around for another shot, and then it's time to move again. We've got to use this mobility of these vehicles. We've been trying to get through this through to guys when we're playing on team battles and strongholds and that about Cromwells and medium tanks and light tanks. Your mobility is your best weapon. If you sit still, you're no better than a really poorly armed heavy tank. You know, you've got to keep your mobility going. Again, right-click aiming again. You know, for a player of my skill level, this for me is the best way to do things like this. The Cromwell is very good at doing that because its hull traverse is very, very similar to its turret traverse. So the turret can keep up with the hull at full speed pretty much if you're in nice and close. Jeff at this point was screaming out for help with the VK, but he doesn't need it because our VK manages to help him. And I say to the guys, right, what we need to do now, we need to secure the C2 area. The northern flank is still very much undefended because the VK has broken through. Take a look at the map of the enemy T14 though, his last spotted location. Okay, so the team's pretty much doing at this point fuck all. The team has done a bit, but we're doing most of the legwork here. Our heavies aren't really being that effective. The enemy Dickomax have got into really strong positions as well. Now, VK3001H will not be a problem. Again, right-click aim. And I tell Chris I'm on for a top gun here. And I just say to him, you know, please don't take the shot, let me have it. And then I'm kind enough to oblige. At this point, he starts ribbing me about the fact that I am kind of kill stealing, but, you know, the damage speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so 5 kills, 1500. Just out of interest, we were on the medium missions. We were doing the medium missions tonight in Cromwell's. And at my mission, all 3 of us were on a mission to kill an enemy heavy tank of 1 tier higher. Yeah, it was one of those situations. It's been one of those evenings. We've done 3 of the missions. I've managed to buy back my Pershing, ready for stronghold games and also any sort of team battle games. Pershing is a very, very strong vehicle for that purpose. So we've actually bought that back. I've got it fully upgraded with a full crew. I'm just now waiting to purchase modules for it, which is going to come in the next few days. These kind of games really are helping. Now the Dicamaxes, we are going to have issues here. They have excellent, phenomenal gun depression, but they're side on to you, it's not a problem. Now Chris says to me here, right, we decided a bit of a tactical decision. He says you're going to lose that position, and I am. This is the kind of position you don't want to be in when you're facing a tank like a Dicamax, because I'm firing uphill. With the basic angles, I won't be able to get a shot on him, but he'll be able to shoot me way before I shoot him, and I am a one-shot for him. So I tell Chris I'm going to stick around long enough for him to get around the back. Again, tactical thing. Graylin says I'll go depth, you know, I'll get into a depth position, and I narrowly missed that shot there. He didn't expect me to come up from there. Okay, he was expecting me to come up from the road, so there's something you can do. If ever you are got a ridge poking against enemies, don't ever come up from the same place twice. That's one piece of advice I would say, if you can avoid it. I'm a victim of my own stupidity sometimes. I do actually do that, and it just makes the life easier for the enemy. So Chris has made his way up the back, and I realised that he can actually get up there, and you can actually climb this hill from this side, and I didn't know this. This is another reason I wanted to show this replay. There's fire going in over my head, but there's no way they can see me. And it's at about this time I think Graylin dies. He kind of outstays his welcome versus the KV-1. Yeah, and the KV-1 takes him out. But Chris in return manages to kill the KV-1, so we've lost a tank for a tank. You can still get up here, look. I didn't know you could do that. I really did not know. Honest soldier, did not know you could get up there. Now I do. Now, Chris now tells me that the Dicamax is looking at him, so I decide to go back to my original position and think about taking the Dicamax from behind when I notice and we discuss that T14. That T14 has done some mileage. He went all the way down the J line to take out the artillery. He's driven all the way across back into the map into the middle. We've got to take this guy out. Now, it's at this stage when I have to make an admission. Alright, I do actually switch to premium ammunition for this guy. Do I need it? No. But the reason I do it is an honest opinion. I couldn't remember at the time where to shoot a T14. I couldn't remember if the hull was stronger or the turret was stronger. So I load the gold. And this is the kind of thing, when you're in like really dire straits on really low health like this and you've got to take out a tank with more health than you, you don't really want to be worrying about where you've got to shoot it. You just want your shots to penetrate. And this is one of the advantages, I believe, of gold ammunition. Now, I do take a hit from him, but I managed to get 3 in for his 1 return. And in that time, unfortunately, Chris managed to get taken out by the Dicamax. Or sorry, the Dicamax managed to take Chris out. So well played to the Dicamax. But he's on his own. I'm on 7 kills, and this is pretty much the game. At the moment now, we're trying to root this guy out. And it's at this stage, I kind of lose my shit a little bit. Because what have the ARL and the VK been doing in all this time? You know, this is I'm starting to get a bit panicky now. My backside's starting to twitch. I can't do all the work. And Chris tells me to stop typing and just go for it. And I just tell them to grow some balls. Because they're heavy tanks. You know, they need to get in positions to at least, if they're not going to do their jobs, which not everybody can actually play very well. And I understand that. I didn't have XVM at this stage. I didn't realise that this ARL wasn't very good at all. And probably doesn't speak English either. The VK's Polish, and I don't know. I think that's a Croatian flag. Forgive me if it isn't. But I just wanted to get out of the way of this Dicamax. I think it's Croatian flag. Or some sort of Eastern European flag. So I don't think they speak English either, and bless them. And they are putting shots in. I was being a bit too harsh on them. But eventually, the VK does come down. And this is just a win-win situation for the VK. That Dicamax is facing the wrong way. And that's all she wrote. Really, really good game in the Cromwell. So hopefully that's given you a few ideas on platoons and stuff, and also that hill. Alright, let's have a look at the post-game stats, and I'll get onto the other replay. Alright then, so, didn't exactly net me a mastery badge, but I thought it was worthy of channel. I'm trying to get some more footage for you guys. I'm trying to build up some footage as well, ready for my holiday to Canada. I'm going to be away for 10 days. try and give you some videos to watch. It'll probably be a consecutive World of Tanks and then maybe a Beyond Earth replay. But anyway, first class mastery badge, fire for effect, duelist, bruiser, high caliber, top gun. 1 kill away from the Radley Waters, unfortunately. Didn't manage to net myself that guy at the end. Clear winner in experience earned and also damage done. The VK did alright. The ARL, where's the ARL? Yeah, he didn't really do a lot. He hit 1 shot all game, so hey. You know, you play tier 6, you expect this kind of thing. They should be getting a little bit better by tier 6. On the opposite team, their T14 did really well. He did some mileage in that vehicle. He really did. How far did he actually travel? 2.4 kilometers in a T14. Alright, so not bad overall. Alright, that was worthy of a view on the old channel as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to be loading these little 3 videos up as a one. I'm going to reload the other video, this 9.6, this one, and the other Cromwell game. So I'll catch you on the next one, guys.